flock of birds hovering above, just a flock of birds. It's how you think of love, and I always look up to the sky, breathe before the dawn, 'cause they fly away. Sometimes they arrive, sometimes they are gone. They fly on. Flock of birds.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome over here to the Dascar Dirt Ringer Series Season 3 2014 here on RTL7. We are here for race number 3 at the Buffalo Downs Speedway for the Malaysia Airlines 300. So Malaysia Airlines, of course, I'm pretty sure you all know what all happened. Malaysia Airlines in the past 2-3 months, I think it's just 2 months, Malaysia Airlines has had 2 plane crashes with MH170, no, 370. I just looked it up, I already forgot it, but MH370 I think and MH17. And well, we do want to pay tribute to the people involved in there and who passed away. And also, of course, MH17, that was the plane that crashed 3 weeks ago, I think it's already. That plane, there were, I think 300 or 400 people on board. 200, almost 200 of those people were Dutch. So it really had a huge impact over in the Netherlands. And everywhere, well, there was even a day of where we paid tribute to have a moment of silence. And actually I was in some kind of attraction park over that then, and flags were all put, I don't know how to say, but like the lowered. So it had a pretty big impact on everybody over here in the Netherlands. So we wanted to pay tribute to both those flights, of course, MH370 of course as well. Malaysia Airlines 300 mile race. It is going to be 37 laps, and there was something I wanted to say, but I'm not sure. So we'll just go through your points standings at the moment. Oh wow, lovely lag. Look at, oh, you cannot see my mouse. What? Oh, good. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your points leader, it is Nick Caps in the number 88 car, who's your points leader with 97 points, but of course we only had 2 races. Second in points is Anna Gregg, and she's only 3. Oh, she's right behind him, and she's only 3 points behind him. Then we got third in points, a lot further, man. I gotta say, Zachary Fitzwater has had some awesome starting positions. Zachary Fitzwater is 5 points behind Nick Caps, and oddly enough, he is tied with his semi-teammate Daniel Voiles, who is indeed on the pole. And 15 points then is the number 19 car of PJ Williams. And PJ Williams is exactly 10 points behind Nick Caps. 16 points is Alex Stanker, 14 points behind. Larry Hagen, Jason Sinclair and Denise Steinauer, 7th, 8th and 9th, but all tied. And they are 15 points behind Nick Caps. 10th in points is Jordan Culp, 16 points behind Tom Caps. And tied with Sonnecourse Justin Yee. That's how close your points are. Battle is at the moment. Of course, we only had 2 races, so yeah, it doesn't say a lot. But now we are going to Buffalo Downs for some green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. This takes way too long. I'm not sure what you saw over there. Maybe you just saw black screen. I have to edit that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Hopefully we can make it over here. Yesterday I also had some issues with slow computers, but well, that eventually was in the beginning, and after a moment it was over. So 2 winners so far. This one is one of them. It is Chris Washer, who won the previous race, and the race before that, first race of the season, won by Sonnecourse. This race there was only one race in the Phillips Cup Series at this racetrack. It was the first time we went there, and really was a great race. Race was won, damn it, by Makoto Iguchi. And once again, she's not in the field, but teammates are Moma Akari. So we can see, and Kenny Bale as well. We'll see what they can do over here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Daniel Voiles and Chris Washer on the front row. The green flag is out. And Chris Washer immediately pulling away. Oh, excuse me. It is Daniel Voiles immediately pulling away. Chris Washer instead is falling back. Here comes the 83 car of Rei Takeda. Some Japanese power. It seems like Japanese drivers are good over here at this racetrack. Sean Howell as well. They go 4 wide in over here. And at this racetrack 4 wide is possible. Oh, but this time it was not, because apparently we have a caution. So just keep an eye on this. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't have a lot of experience at this racetrack yet. But that was the same story with, well, Eldora pretty much. And next time we will go to Hilltop, same story for that. Oh my goodness, we do have a big crash over here. Including the 77 car, 9th in, well, tied 7th in points. Dom Caps involved, Alex Tanker 6th in points. Joseph Ernesto, my. We have a big crash, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at what happened over here, caution number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you, 4 wide can work at this racetrack, but not always. And this is a perfect example of where it doesn't work. Maybe that's 16. It had to do with the 96 car of just me trying to make it 5 wide, and 5 wide does not work at this racetrack. Well, we're just gonna take a look at this crash. It might actually have looked worse than it was looking at the damage, but well, we will see in a few moments. They're going to go off the racetrack. 4 cars involved, and look at them fly over here. Airborne. None of them tumbled over, luckily. It was close though for some of them. Joseph Nesta, the first one to hit the wall, gets struck by Dom Caps. Alex Tanker and Denise Steinauer all go very hard into that wall. But, well, it is a tire barrier over here. Usually that does a lot of damage, but it absorbs most of the energy. So, if you would look at the onboard over here, we're going to take other looks as well later, but look at this. Actually, it was a pretty good lick, actually. So we hope that all these 4 guys are alright. Well, it was actually harder than I thought, so that's a shame. We'll get on board, or not on board, we'll get on board with another driver as well. A few moments. Wow. Oh my goodness. I think the hardest hit was for, I think, Joseph Ernesto, because he got struck by from 2 sides, but I'm not 100% sure. The other ones were equally hard into the wall. So let's go on with Alex Tanker. He was so good in points. What a shame. Yeah, this lick was a lot softer than the one from Joseph Ernesto. So, well, we hope that these guys are alright, and we hope to hear from them soon. So, once again, actually, I have not explained that, but what happens if a driver gets injured? Usually in the Phillips Cup Series, we have, and in the Gulf Super Speedway Series, we have a rule that the drivers have to run all the races except for they can miss 2 or 3, depending on the series, races due to injury, and then the replacement drivers will still race. How do you call it? The replacement driver will still race for the points of the person who used to be in that car who's injured. But then, of course, when there are more races missed, then the points will be separate from the from the replacement driver. That is not going to be the case in this series. Of course, only 8 races. So if you need a replacement driver for an injured driver, they will be just together. And if they win the championship, they will win a championship together. So it's pretty much like that. And not with those rules do not count over here. Only in the Phillips Cup Series and in Gulf Super Speedway Series, which have, of course, more races than just 8. So, Daniel Voiles in the number 12 car is still in the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take you back to the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. We got Daniel Voiles in the lead. Second is Rei Takeda. Third position is the 38th car of Sean Howell. Fourth, we got Chris Washer. Fifth position for Jeff Levi. 6th, we got Jason Sinclair. 7th position is for Zachary Fitzwater. 8th position, Gabe Williams. 9th is Jordan Culp. And in 10th position is a person who just lost his teammate, Jackson Brown. So once again, those 4 cars are all out of the race. Not even on pit road wiggling anymore, like they were at Orange County. No wiggling in this race, unfortunately. We all love... No, I hate the wiggling, actually, to be honest. Not just like the twerking but and the wiggle, but just on pit road, because yeah, those cars are just all right enough to drive, but then they are wiggling and cannot get out of the pit box. But fact is, I'm not sure if the caution is now. No, luckily not. Here comes Ray Takeda. She was already looking before the caution came out to the inside, and here she comes to the inside of Daniel Voiles, side by side on the line. I think Daniel Voiles is still right in front of the 83 car, but it is with 1/100th of a second, somewhere around that, approximately, rounded off. Still side by side, but this time it is Ray Takeda who's taken over the lead. One Red Bull car is out of the race, the other one is in the lead. Chris Washer over here. Ooh, a little bit of contact between him and Zachary, or Jeff Levi, excuse me. Man, that was close. And they went a little bit on the apron. Of course, we don't have the rules where below the yellow line, there is not even a yellow line, is a penalty when you pass below the yellow line. It's only at super speedway series or super speedway races. So, yeah, Ray Takeda is still in the lead, but well, Daniel Voiles is not giving up, and I don't blame him. Of course, he's 4th in points, and he needs to make something happen, especially because that 10 car is coming to the front as well. Zachary Fitzwater running in, what is it, 9th position or something? 7th position. Oh, lag. So he needs to hurry up, otherwise Zachary Fitzwater might have a chance to close in on him. Let's take a look through the field where our points leader is. There he is, Nick Caps in the number 88 car. He is, well, fairly mid-pack. He crossed the line of previous lap in 20 seconds. So he has to step things up if he wants to keep this points lead, especially with Daniel Voiles and Zachary Fitzwater doing so great. Anna Gregg, same story for her. She's still also lagging in the back of the field, maybe making it a little bit safe. And the 21 car has had some issues. He's 1 lap down. He might have made a pit stop. And here comes Daniel Voiles back again on the 83 car of Ray Takeda. Daniel Voiles goes to the lead. This racetrack called Buffalo Downs. I'm not sure where it's located actually. I'm not even gonna look up where it's located. I will do that at the end of the race. But well, might be somewhere in Texas. And this car is, of course, to be honest, I love this flag. This is, I'm not sure. Some people call it the redneck flag over here in the Netherlands, but it's Southern America flag. And I really like this one. But that's mostly because it also looks like the American flag, which I also love. So, much better than the Dutch flag, to be honest. Jane Pinter, where did he come from? Well, pretty far in the back of the field. And now he has made it up to 4th position, but he's now falling back. That Jackson Brown is also slowly but surely making it to the front. 99 car, same story for him. Jeff Levi, he has had some pretty terrible runs. He's 25th in points. Well, of course, there are people still lower in points, and one of them is indeed Ray Takeda. Yellow flag is out, and the 33 car of Kenny Bale is on pit road. Usually that team has pretty good runs. Well, I should not say that because we only had one race over here, won by Makoto Iguchi. So, and I think that the 33 car also crashed that race. So, I'm not sure what happened to Kyle Thomas. I'm gonna take a quick look. I don't think it was a spin or something, just a flat tire maybe. So we're gonna take a look at that. Possibly, if it's nothing, I'm not gonna take a look at it. We are, and then we're gonna take a look what brought out this caution, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Bill involved. We're gonna take a look at the replays. We see this thing occasionally on these dirt tracks, but not a lot. What happened over here? Kyle Thomas, by the way, was just a tire issue probably. Or fuel issue, not sure. It wasn't too big of a problem, it has been solved. So Kenny Bale is going to run out of something over here, out of engine, out of car. And he's going to come to a halt right on the racetrack. Should have maybe pulled down a little bit lower, but well. So he decides to stop right on the racetrack. Kyle Thomas comes flying by, and that will bring out the caution, just to make sure. Just checking over here. The moment when the caution came out, this moment, and that is indeed when the 33 car has just stopped. Nothing else happened over here. This is always me. This is what I do when I want to keep an eye on if caution is out or not. So, Kenny Bale stopped on the racetrack. Not sure how bad it is. Might even be able to continue in a few moments. But first, Daniel Voiles in the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take you back to the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. And as Oh yeah, okay, just kidding. As I had expected, the 33 car is back in the race. 12 cars in the lead. Daniel Voiles, second position for Ray Takeda. Third is Jeff Levi. Fourth we got Jackson Brown. Fifth position is for Jane Pinter. Sixth Jordan Cobb. Chris Washer in 7th position. 8th we got Zachary Fitzwater. 9th is Jason Sinclair. And in 10th position is Sean Howell. How many laps down are these guys? Well, Kyle Thomas was 1 lap down and the 33 cars 2 laps down. So all the other ones are out of the race. Means we have 26 cars on the lead lap, 28 cars in the race. Which is exactly right, because we have 4 cars out of the race. The green flag is out once again. When we, how many laps do we? Oh, we're halfway. Okay. These races are for me pretty short. Yesterday was same thing. Oh, Ray Takeda goes really wide over here. I was like, oh, wait, we have 3 more laps to go. Okay. Usually I do races which are much longer, but of course we're already over half of the race. So, and it's a 300 race, so this one is a little bit longer than yesterday's race, of course. But the speeds are also higher, so it doesn't really matter. And it seems like Kyle Thomas has gotten his lap back. When he crossed, yeah, he has gotten his lap back. Indeed, he is 25 seconds behind the leader, which is indeed 12 car. Daniel Voiles, now second position is Jackson Brown. Yellow is out once again. Jason Sinclair with a lot of damage to the rear of his car. I'm guessing he has hit the pit wall. He must have hit something, not the pit wall, but a tire barrier somewhere. At least he has hit something. That's pretty obvious. Maybe back of another car. Let's take a look at others, if others are involved. Don't think so, actually. Well, there must have been somebody else involved. Must is a big word, especially on dirt tracks. So we're just gonna take a look what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Caution number 3 it is already. Let's take a look at the replays. I'm not sure if you have actually. That's something that just popped in my head. I'm not sure if you have seen the race in the Phillips Cup Series right here. There is that wall to the inside, just well, with the tri-oval, with the Phoenix oval, of course. This racetrack is pretty much like Phoenix, but then with dirt. And there's that wall where that Saya Asumi hit, and Jason Sinclair is going to hit the same wall. And not to scare you, I hope that he's all right after this leg. He's going to get turned by your points leader. Ouch. And now he's going to slam right into that wall. Jason Sinclair with a huge crash over here. You can see that car completely disintegrating into the wall. There's another view. Ouch. And that wall is pretty much like the wall of death. Another camera angle over here before we go on board with Jason Sinclair. I mean, look at this. Look at this hit. He just slides and he hits the wall. A side impact. Really hard. So I hope that he's alright. Of course, it didn't seem like the car had a lot of damage. Not compared to the drivers who were involved in the first crash. But still, this rate was massive. Gonna get turned over here by your points leader. And ouch. Good grief. Also, just to note, Jason Sinclair is also 8th in points, while tied 7th, together with Denise Steinau, who's already out the race. And look at this car, how far it disintegrated into the wall. Oh my goodness. I hope that Jason is alright after this lick. Let's see if we can get another camera angle. Let's go onward with Debbie Myers over here. It might be too close, actually. Ouch. Onward with Joshua Michaels it was. So a big crash for Jason Sinclair. We hope that he's alright. The fact is that Daniel Voiles is in the lead. We're gonna finish this race nonetheless. Let's take you back. Green Flag Racing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. We got Daniel Voiles in the lead. Second position is Jackson Brown. Third is Jane Pinter. Fourth is Ray Takeda. Fifth we got Chris Washer. And in sixth position is the 99 of Jeff Levi. Seventh is the 34 car of Jordan Culp. Eighth we got the 13 car of Annie Thomas. We haven't talked about her all day long. Ninth position is the 38 car of Sean Howell. And in 10th position is the 51 car of Sonic Course. So let's see. Yeah, both the winners from this season are now in the top 10. And points leader Nick Capps, who just caused the crash a few moments ago, is in 11th. The green flag is out once again. Daniel Voiles leads them to the green, but he slides wide. Here comes Jane Pinter. Well, Jane Pinter all the way down low. Jackson Brown thought, well, this is my chance. Let's take it to the lead. No, none of it. Jane Pinter in the number 77 car takes this car to the lead. 7th car, by the way, not the 77. Chris Washer trying to go 2 in a row. Can he do it? That would be kind of amazing. And still at 33 car of Kenny Bell, 2 laps down, but racing with the leaders. Kyle Thomas got in his lap back. Well, Kenny Bell tried to do the same thing, but then he got passed over here. And here comes Chris Washer to the inside of Kenny Bell. He still has to make it past the 7 car if he wants to take the lead. Jane Pinter, when we cross start finish line, 9 laps to go, I guess. And if a caution comes out, it will be a lot less. Jane Pinter in the number 7 car. He has not won yet in the series, I guess. Kyle Thomas, Joseph Nesto, Sean Howell, John Cittadino. No, Ray Takeda and Greg not. So, could be another first time winner or a person who goes for 2 in a row. That would be amazing for Chris Washer. But he's not there yet. And Jeff Levi is also there still. And of course Ray Takeda. She has been up front all day long. Some drivers have fought their way to the front. Some drivers have stayed up front. Some drivers have fallen to the back. Let's take a look. Zachary Fitzwater is one of them in the number 6 car. 10 car, excuse me. The 6 car is over here. John Cittadino. This has, by the way, not been in season. Anna Gregg all the way in the back, also not good for her. Sean Howell has fallen back to whatever, outside of the top 10, 20. And now we got Jane Pinter in the lead. Chris Washer has been passed. Jeff Levi is second. Here comes Ray Takeda. Sonic Course to the inside of Chris Washer. And Sonic Course, I think her first win also came in the Phillips Cup Series, also came almost at this racetrack. She was doing a great job then, but then she got turned with, coming to the checkers. So, not a great race that was for her eventually. Well, it was a great race, not a good result. But Jane Pinter is still in the lead and he's checking out. Half a second, and as long as these guys keep battling like this, it's not gonna help them get towards Jane Pinter. It's all in the favor of Jane Pinter. Ray Takeda, however, has now taken second position away. The question is, can she run down the 7 car? And don't be surprised, you can do that faster than you think. Sonic Course in the number 51 car. Jordan Culp has been fast all day or all the time. He has taken it to the inside of Sonic Course a couple of times, but couldn't complete the pass. This time it seems like he can. Jane Pinter, Ray Takeda. I think the battle is going to be between these two, if there is going to be a battle. Of course, it's more than half a second. Ray Takeda. When we cross start finish line, we'll have 3 more laps to go for Jane Pinter. Jane Pinter is 28th in points. Good grief, what a bad season it has been for him so far. But that can all turn right now. 3 laps to go for Jane Pinter. If the caution comes out, it's over. Ray Takeda doesn't seem like she is closing in. Well, maybe she can get one more good. She just needs one more good run. But of course, driving to Jane Pinter is one. Driving past him is another one. Jordan Culp is in 3rd position. 4th is Annie Thomas. And now in 5th position is Debbie Myers. The only one of the Appies who haven't had a good run yet. And Jane Pinter still in the lead. 2 more laps to go. Let's take a look at where... Oh man, the 60 car has a lot of damage to the her left side. Some points leaders are having pretty bad races, so we'll see what will happen now. Ray Takeda, Jane Pinter, none of them are pretty far up in points. But the white flag is out. Doesn't really matter. Well, everything is still possible. Jane Pinter, he's not more than 38 points behind the points leader. So, and with this win, if he can make it one more turn, that is going to be huge for him. Jane Pinter in the number 7 car. He's coming out of the last turn. What a run for it by Jane Pinter. Your Philips Nationwide Series president will win the race. And that was it. Your full field. So, Jeff Levi pulled on pit road. Ooh, maybe he had some issues. We're going to take a look at that in a few moments, but... Oh man, what a heartbreaker that was for Jeff Levi. This is pretty much... like, well, this sums up how his season has been. Bad run for him. First, let's take a look at our official standings over here. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, there were 3 cautions, 2 hard hits, and 1 for just a car stopping on the racetrack. We hope that these 5 drivers are alright though, as they were pretty good licks for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jane Pinter in the number 7 car won his first career win in the Shell Dirt Ringer Series. Ray Takeda in the number 83 car, she was 2 points in front of Jane Pinter, 1 position. So they're going to swap, and the points difference will be 3 points now in favor of Jane Pinter. Jordan Culp in the number 34 car, he was 10th in points. He's the best runner from the top 10, so that's a big thing for him actually. Then we got Annie Thomas in the 13 car. She's 24th in points. She finishes in 4th position. So Debbie Myers in the number 67 car in 5th position. She was 21st in points. Gabe Williams in the 15 car finishing in 6th position. She was 17th in points. So a lot of people who are pretty down in points have had good runs, which will shape things up even more. Zachary Robinson in number 24 car finishing in 7th position. He was 22nd in points. So Jackson Brown in the number 57 car was 23rd in points with his ace plate finish. He's going to climb in the top 20 most likely. Daniel Voiles 4th in points. Well, there's finally somebody. We can now see what will happen. And if Jordan Culp could be the points leader. Jordan Culp 63 points. Points difference between him and Daniel Voiles is 11 points. So, nope. Daniel Voiles is going to be your new points leader, most likely. Well, we have to look at how Zachary Fitzwater... well, first, Sonny Course in the 51 car in 10th position. So, she was 10th in points. Oh, she was actually tied with Jordan Culp, so... Excuse me. Points leader, Nick Capps. Oh. You know what, forget it about Daniel Voiles being in the points lead. It's going to be close, but not close enough. Nick Capps finishing in 12th position. He's still going to be in the points lead. 5 points difference it was between him and Daniel Voiles. And Daniel Voiles has gained 3 points in so it's going to be a 2 point battle now. 2 point difference. Ouch. That's going to be close. With one more race to go before I leave. With an airplane, by the way, not of Malaysia Airlines, but from Brussels Airlines. So that's fine. This race battle this points battle has really shaken up and been very interesting. It was already close, but now it's got even closer. So Anna Gregg in the 60 car, 23rd, she's going to drop. Zachary Fitzwater in the 10 car, finishing in 20th, going to drop. PJ Williams in the 19 car, 14th. Alex Tanker, he crashed out, 6 in points, going to drop. Larry Hagan in the 17 car, 19th, going to drop possibly a little bit. Jason Sinclair, 8 in points, wrecked out. He's going to drop. Denise Steinauer, 77 car, is going to drop as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take a quick look. I don't want to pause it anymore. What happened to Jeff Levi? If he had issues and crashed out, or if he just... Oh, look at this. Oh man, another tire failure, engine failure, something failure on this car. And he just pulls out. Roof cam. Let's see if we can hear what happens. Not sure. He's going to brush the wall over here. Ouch. So Jeff Levi was running in 6th position. What a heartbreaker for him. He is, well, finished in 26th place, I think. Jeff Levi 26th. Ouch. Bad break for Jeff Levi. Ladies and gentlemen, next time we will go to the Hilltop Speedway, new racetrack for me. I can tell you that this racetrack is going to be pretty awesome. That race is going to be pretty awesome. A lot of passing. The camera angles are not the best, to be honest, but it's going to be enough, I think. It's going to be a lot of fun, that's for sure. Hilltop for the Napa 250, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully these 5 drivers will be alright. Otherwise, I will hear it soon enough from you guys. And already apologies if I can't get a replacement driver in that car before the next race. So we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, for now I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. The Malaysia Airlines 300 won by Jane Pinter, your Philips Nationwide Series President. Congratulations. We'll see you next time here with the Dascar Shell Dirt Racing Series Season 3 2014 on RTL 7. Oh, and there's another racetrack. Why all these dirt tracks? We'll see you next time.